ต้นหอมนะคะเป็นมัคคุเทศก์น้อยที่วัดพระศรีรัตนมหาธาตุวรมหาวิหารก็คือวัดใหญ่ค่ะตั้งแต่หนูอายุ7 ขวบให้กับนักท่องเที่ยวชาวต่างชาติค่ะโดยไม่คิดค่าบริการค่ะก็เลยวันนี้จะขออนุญาตบรรยายเป็นภาษาอังกฤษนะคะก็อาจจะมีแปลให้ทุกท่านฟังบ้างแต่ก็ภาษาไทยอาจจะไม่ค่อยถนัดเท่าไหร่นะคะ So here we are in the Thai and Thai Sea Cruising. So I'm your volunteer guide, Tan Hong, and I'm going to show you around Pittsburgh City. Actually, Pittsburgh City is more than you thought. We have many places for you to explore. And of course, the most important place that we're heading is Wat Phra Sri Ratana Maha Thát Wara Mahaviharan, or Wat Yai Temple. In this temple, we have Pramod Shinara, which is considered to be one of the most beautiful Buddha image in Thailand, or maybe in the world. There's a very ancient stories about that the god is the one that made the Buddha. This one is made since Sukhothai era, which is 700 years ago, during the reign of King Mahat Thammayacharitai. Yeah. He have tried to make 3 Buddha images, which is called Pramod Shinara, Pramod Shinasi, and Prasi Sasada. Our king, he had made just only 2 Buddha images that he succeeded, which is Pramod Shinasi and Prasi Sasada. He tried so many times, like 3 times, to meet Pramod Shinara and just make a wish. And there's the god came down, and all over like the people in Pittsburgh, we call him Ta Pa Khao as a god that came to help our king to make this Buddha without talking to anybody and without eating anything. And he just disappeared. And the place where he disappeared, we call it Ta Pa Khao High Temple. And we're heading there today, which is very unseen places in Pittsburgh City. And of course, after we succeeded making Pramod Shinara, the one that is the copy one is in Bangkok by King Rama V. When he came to Pittsburgh, he copied our Buddha and put it in Bangkok at Benjanapok Wara Mahaviharan. And the boat where he came here, we put it in Rajabunana Temple, which is just next to our Wat Yai Temple, and we're heading there. Inside Wat Yai Temple, there's a lot of important places for you to explore, like Pramod Shinasi and Prasi Sasada Temple, the Lord Buddha entering Nirvana, which in Thai we call it Prat Chao Khao Nipan. And of course, like we have Thamma Tet and Thamma Sawat, but it's only one in Thailand during the reign of Ayutthaya era, but it's more than 400 years ago. And of course, we have Phra Atharot Sri Sukhot Thosapon Yanabavik, which is the standing Buddha, and we all call it Phra Yun, which is the standing Buddha. And it's telling the people not to argue in the past. Yeah, it was a big time before. And moreover, we have the ordination hall, which is like a royal things, which we can notice that by the Bai Sema. If you can see both Bai Sema, it means that the king made it. But if you can see just only one, it means the normal people made it. But our temple, of course, is the royal one, so it's made by the king. And moreover that, next to Wat Yai Temple, we have Nang Pia Temple. Nang Pia Temple is also very important, and we have Nang Pia amulets, which is very well known in all over Thailand. It's really powerful because in the past, it was made by Princess Visukasatri, which is the mother of King Naresuan the Great, who freed Thailand from Myanmar for over 400 years ago. And next to that, we're heading you to Rajabunana Temple. In this temple, as I mentioned before, there's the boat of King Rama V, and another thing that it's also important. It's the ordination hall that has just only 3 Nagas, and it's only one in Thailand that it have here, and it's in Pittsburgh City. Across the bridge, we're heading to King Naresuan the Great Shrine, or in Thai we call it Phra Rajawangsan. This is the birthplace of King Naresuan the Great. But maybe some of you may know some of the story, but in this case, I'm going to tell you as you're foreigners. The story is was that King Naresuan, when he was 9 years old, he has to be a hostage in Myanmar. And he has a princess, like an elder sister, which is called Princess Panaraya, and the younger brother, which is called King Ekatmasalot. When he was 9, he was a hostage in Myanmar. Until he was like 16, there's exchanging hostage between the King Naresuan and their princess, and he fled Thailand from Myanmar. And their elephant fighting, and that was the last war that we have with the Burmese on the elephant. Yeah. Of course, and next, over there, we're heading back to this place, to the Thai silk weaving. But on our way, you're gonna see Wat Ta Pa Khao Hai. This is where the place where the god disappeared. And of course, more of that, I'm going to head you to pray to Luang Pho Dam. Luang Pho Dam is also another important Buddha image because it was made during the reign of King Naresuan the Great. Some of the history, it was told that this Buddha is the representative of Phra Mahaket Kanchok when he came here in Pittsburgh City. And every time when our king gonna start to the war, he have to make a wish in this temple. And many Thai people tried, like they came here to this temple a lot to make a wish and for success and the career path. And maybe some of you can try, maybe, who knows, in the future. You gotta come back here again and pray more to Luang Pho Dam. And lastly, we're here in the Thai silk weaving, which is Wishuda Tiri and silk weaving, yeah? And of course, you're gonna enjoy like a dinner together. We have the Thai dancing, we have the Thai instruments, in Thai we call it Kim, with their kids gonna play for you along this marvelous dinner evening. And of course, in this place, we allowed whoever interested in doing the Thai weaving, and of course, doing the Thai jewelry, you're allowed to explore how to do that. And maybe in the future, you'll be success in this path of career. So this is an example that what I'm going to show like the foreigners around Pittsburgh City. Yeah, that is it. Thank you for your time and attention.